Longevity is not a matter of luck, but of choices. The renowned Russian surgeon Fedor Uglov, who lived to the age of 103 in full health and lucidity, believed that the key to a long life lay not in genetics, but in discipline, prevention, and daily habits. He saw medicine not just as a means of treating illnesses, but as a way of preventing them from arising in the first place. But what if we knew what was really stopping us from living longer? Dr. Uglov identified critical factors that compromise longevity and argued that by recognizing and correcting them, anyone can live better and longer. Fedor Uglov dedicated his life to treating patients and observed that many of the diseases that led to early death could have been avoided if there had been greater concern for prevention. For him, medicine should not be limited to treating symptoms, but should act at the root of the problem. Today we're going to explore some fundamental principles, understand how they affect our health, and most importantly, what we can do to change before it's too late. Cancer is one of the leading causes of death among the elderly, and its incidence increases with advancing age. This is because over the years, the body accumulates cell damage, making it more susceptible to the development of tumors. However, cancer is not a death sentence. When detected early, the chances of treatment and cure are significantly higher. According to him, many people develop cancer as a result of neglecting their own health, ignoring early symptoms, and failing to adopt habits that could protect them. Many of the problems that reduce life expectancy don't appear overnight. They accumulate over the years. Too much processed food, lack of movement, constant stress, and neglect of health are silent factors that shorten life before we even realize. But he advocated that instead of seeking help only when they felt ill, people should go to the doctor regularly, have preventive examinations, and adopt healthy habits before it was too late. He used to say that those who prevent live longer because many diseases could be identified at an early stage, making treatment easier and avoiding serious complications. The main types of cancer that affect the elderly and how to prevent them. Although cancer can appear at any age, some types are more common in the elderly. These include lung cancer, mainly associated with smoking and air pollution. Prevention. Avoid cigarettes and polluted environments, as well as maintaining a diet rich in antioxidants. Prostate cancer, one of the most common cancers among older men. Prevention. Regular examinations, PSA and rectal examination, and a balanced diet with less saturated fat. Breast cancer, mainly in women over 50. Prevention, regular mammograms and an anti-inflammatory diet. Colorectal cancer, related to a diet low in fiber and a sedentary lifestyle. Prevention, consumption of vegetables, whole grains, and regular. Colonoscopies, skin cancer caused by excessive sun exposure without protection. Prevention, use sunscreen and follow up with a dermatologist to assess suspicious lesions. Cancer prevention depends not only on medical examinations, but also on daily habits that reduce inflammation and strengthen the immune system. The importance of an anti-inflammatory diet in reducing the risk of tumors. Science has proven that certain foods can increase or reduce the risk of cancer. Ultra-processed foods, rich in bad fats, sugars, and chemical additives, encourage inflammatory processes in the body, which can lead to the uncontrolled growth of cancer cells. On the other hand, a diet rich in antioxidant compounds can protect cells from damage and prevent genetic mutations. Foods that protect against cancer: red and citrus fruits, rich in vitamin C and flavonoids; cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, cabbage; fish rich in omega-3, salmon, sardines; extra virgin olive oil, natural anti-inflammatory; green tea and turmeric, rich in antioxidants. Foods that should be avoided or eaten in moderation: processed meats and sausages, sausage, ham, bratwurst; foods high in refined sugar, white sugar, industrialized sweets; hydrogenated fats, refined vegetable oils, fast food; excessive alcoholic beverages and tobacco, linked to lung, liver, and esophageal cancer, among others. Uglov claimed that food can be both the cure and the cause of disease, and that a well-nourished body has more natural defenses against cancer. What did Uglov believe about regular checkups and healthy habits to prevent cancer? Fedor Uglov stressed that early detection can save lives and that regular checkups are essential to identify any changes before they become a serious problem. He criticized the fear that many people have of going to the doctor, which means that many diseases are discovered too late. Among the most important recommendations for cancer prevention, he highlighted regular medical consultations and preventive examinations, skin, breast, and prostate self-examinations to identify suspicious changes, maintaining a healthy body weight to reduce inflammation in the body, avoiding excessive alcohol and tobacco consumption, moderate sun exposure with adequate protection. He emphasized that no one should wait until they feel pain to seek medical help. Cancer is a treacherous disease, and the earlier it is diagnosed, the greater the chances of successful treatment. One elderly woman had always been careful with her health and believed in the importance of prevention. Even though she had no symptoms, she had regular checkups. Once, during a routine examination, the doctors identified a small tumor at an early stage. As the cancer was discovered early, the treatment was quick and effective, avoiding serious complications and increasing her chances of a cure. She realized that if she had waited to feel symptoms, the tumor could have grown and spread to other parts of her body, making treatment more difficult. This story reinforces the essential role of prevention and regular checkups. Early detection can make all the difference in the fight against cancer and ensure a long and healthy life. In addition, Uglov believed that taking care of your health doesn't just mean taking medication, but also having discipline with your diet, physical activity, and emotional well-being. He saw health as a balance between body and mind, and knew that prevention was the best way to ensure this balance throughout life. Many people believe that feeling minor aches and pains, dizziness, or excessive tiredness is just a natural effect of age. However, these signs can indicate serious health problems, which, if not diagnosed and treated in time, can shorten life significantly. So-called silent diseases, such as hypertension, high cholesterol, and diabetes, have no visible symptoms at first, but can be fatal if ignored. The fact that you don't feel pain or discomfort doesn't mean that everything is fine. Medical negligence and the lack of regular checkups mean that many of these conditions are only discovered when they have already caused irreversible damage to the body. Fedor Uglov stressed the importance of prevention and preventive medicine. He believed that the secret to a long life lay not in treating illnesses, but in preventing them. For him, people should not wait until symptoms become serious before seeking medical help, as early detection can save lives and ensure a healthier old age. The risks of silent diseases. Many conditions can develop slowly and imperceptibly, causing progressive damage to the body. Among the most dangerous are hypertension, high blood pressure. It is one of the main causes of strokes and heart attacks. It can lead to kidney failure and other circulatory problems. As it generally has no symptoms, many people only find out when they have already suffered a cardiovascular event. High cholesterol increases the risk of clogged arteries, which can lead to heart attacks. It can cause liver and pancreas disease. It is usually only detected through laboratory tests. Type 2 diabetes affects the body's ability to regulate blood sugar levels. It can cause blindness, kidney problems, and amputations if left untreated. Many people only realize when the symptoms are already advanced. Osteoporosis. It weakens the bones and increases the risk of serious fractures. It can go unnoticed until an unexpected fall or fracture occurs. Kidney and liver diseases. Affect the filtering of blood and the elimination of toxins from the body. In most cases, they are only detected when organ function has already been compromised. Ignoring routine examinations and neglecting medical follow-up can turn a treatable condition into a fatal problem. Uglov saw this happen frequently and warned that many deaths could be avoided with simple preventative measures. What can be done to prevent silent diseases? Avoiding the consequences of silent diseases doesn't require great effort, but rather commitment and regularity. Small actions can make all the difference in ensuring more years of healthy life. Take blood tests, blood pressure tests, and glucose tests. Control your blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose. Measure your blood pressure regularly to avoid cardiovascular risks. Avoid ultra-processed foods high in saturated fat. Reduce your sugar and salt intake to prevent diabetes and hypertension. Don't ignore symptoms. If you feel dizzy, extremely tired, short of breath, or have persistent pain, see a doctor. Look out for changes in weight, vision, and mood. Small signs can indicate bigger problems if they are not investigated. Preventive medicine is the key to a healthy old age. Fedor Uglov. Food is one of the pillars of longevity and, according to Fedor Uglov, an inadequate diet can be just as dangerous as a sedentary lifestyle and stress. He believed that what we put on our plates every day can determine how long we live and with what quality. However, many people ignore this factor and end up consuming foods that are highly unhealthy without realizing the real impact they have on the body. Nowadays, most of the food available is processed, industrialized, and full of chemical substances that compromise the functioning of the body. Excessive consumption of refined sugars, saturated fats, and artificial additives overloads the organs, leading to cardiovascular disease, obesity, and diabetes. According to Uglov, these harmful eating habits are one of the main reasons why many people don't reach the age of 75 in full health. The impact of poor diet on longevity. Poor diet doesn't just affect body weight, its effects go far beyond aesthetics and can compromise the heart, liver, kidneys, and even the brain. Foods rich in hydrogenated oils, excess salt and sugar promote chronic inflammation in the body, favoring the onset of hypertension, cancer, and neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Uglov warned that the main problem with modern food is the way it has been disconnected from nature. In the past, people used to eat fresh, natural food prepared at home with pure ingredients. Today, most food is chemically processed and contains artificial colors, preservatives, and flavor enhancers, which disrupt the metabolism and weaken the immune system. In addition, excessive consumption of processed meat, soft drinks, fast food, and fried foods contributes to an increase in fatty plaques in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. According to Uglov, it's a mistake to believe that these problems only affect older people. In reality, they start to develop decades earlier without us realizing it. The secret of simple, natural food. Fedor Uglov didn't just advocate healthy eating, he practiced what he taught. Throughout his life, he maintained a diet based on whole grains, fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and natural foods. He avoided fatty meats, alcoholic beverages, and refined sugars because he knew that these elements accelerate cellular aging and reduce the quality of life. According to him, simplicity in food is the real key to longevity. The more natural and less processed what we eat, the more energy and vitality we will have. He used to say that the human body was made to receive food from the earth, not laboratory products. Balance was also an essential principle for Uglov. He argued that no one needs to starve themselves or follow extreme diets, but rather learn to eat in moderation and with awareness. Overeating overloads the digestive system, while excessive hunger weakens the body. The secret lies in balanced portions and the right choice of food. Many people underestimate the power of food, but the truth is that it defines what our old age will be like. Dr. Uglov has lived for more than a century on a disciplined diet and has proven that it is possible to grow old with health and energy as long as the right choices are made every day. Eat simply and naturally, and your body will repay you with health and longevity. Fedor Uglov. Fedor Uglov has always emphasized that healthy digestion is one of the pillars of longevity. He observed that many diseases, from cardiovascular problems to metabolic disorders, could be avoided simply by improving the way we eat and how our bodies process nutrients. For him, efficient digestion means a better functioning body for longer. Uglov believed that many people didn't get sick from lack of food, but from excess and poor quality food. He saw the stomach as an engine that needs to be treated with care. If the digestive system is overloaded, the whole body suffers. There are problems with inflammation, increased blood glucose, hormonal imbalances, and, over time, chronic diseases that could be avoided. One of the most common mistakes he identified was eating too quickly. He recommended chewing slowly, as digestion begins in the mouth. By chewing properly, food reaches the stomach ready to be absorbed, making it easier for the digestive system to work and reducing the feeling of bloating and discomfort. Another principle he followed faithfully was to avoid heavy meals at night. During the night, the body reduces its metabolic functions to prepare for rest. Eating food that is difficult to digest during this period forces the body to work at a time when it should be resting. This not only compromises the quality of sleep, but can also lead to weight gain and the accumulation of toxins in the body. In addition, Uglov warned about the dangers of processed and preservative-rich foods. He observed that many people, especially in old age, faced digestive problems not because they ate too much, but because they chose the wrong foods. Ultra-processed products contain chemicals that can irritate the gut, damage the intestinal flora, and cause silent inflammation in the body. To follow Uglov's principles and ensure healthy digestion, some practical tips can be applied on a daily basis. Eat slowly and chew your food well. This simple habit facilitates digestion, improves the absorption of nutrients, and reduces the risk of reflux and heartburn. Prefer light meals in the evening. Soups, salads, and light proteins are easier to digest and allow the body to rest better. Pay attention to your intestinal flora. Eating fermented foods, such as natural yogurt and kefir, can help balance the beneficial bacteria in the gut, improving digestion and immunity. Avoid overeating. Eating to satiety, rather than until the stomach is completely full, is a strategy that prevents discomfort and keeps the metabolism balanced. Uglov believed that healthy digestion was one of the secrets to aging well. He proved with his own life that small changes in eating habits can bring enormous benefits to body and mind. Among the many misconceptions about health in old age, one of the most common is the belief that drinking large quantities of water throughout the day is always beneficial. Fedor Uglov, however, viewed this recommendation with caution. He argued that although hydration is essential for health, excessive fluid consumption can overload the kidneys, dilute important electrolytes in the blood, and even cause cardiovascular problems. According to Uglov, the key is not to drink large quantities of water, but to drink in moderation and at the right time. He pointed out that the kidneys of an elderly person no longer function as efficiently as those of a young person, and forcing them to process large volumes of fluid can cause imbalances in the body. He also warned against overconsumption of diuretic teas and caffeinated drinks, as these substances can speed up the elimination of essential minerals, leading to dehydration and the weakening of bones and muscles. Likewise, he advised against drinking large quantities of liquids before bed, as this could impair sleep and increase the need to go to the bathroom during the night, fragmenting rest and compromising the body's recovery. Another important aspect, according to Uglov, is to avoid drinking liquids during meals. Drinking while eating can dilute gastric juices, slowing down digestion and making it less efficient. For him, the ideal is to drink liquids at least 30 minutes before or after meals, allowing the body to process food in the best possible way. His principles on fluid consumption are simple but effective and can be easily applied in everyday life. Drink when you feel thirsty without overdoing. Thirst is the main indicator that the body needs water, and drinking excessively without needing to can overload the kidneys. Avoid liquids during meals. This improves digestion and prevents the dilution of digestive enzymes. Limit consumption of caffeine-rich drinks and diuretic teas. These substances can cause dehydration and the loss of important minerals. Reduce your fluid intake at night. This helps prevent sleep interruptions due to the need to urinate frequently. Prioritize water quality. Always opt for filtered water and avoid soft drinks and sweetened beverages, which do more harm than good. For Fedor Uglov, moderation was the key to longevity, and this applied not only to food but also to the way we hydrate ourselves. He proved that small adjustments to the routine can make a big difference to the way the body ages and stays strong. Over the years, hypertension, known as high blood pressure, is one of the main risk factors for cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks and strokes. The big problem with this condition is that in most cases it has no obvious symptoms, which means that many people only find out that they have high blood pressure when they have already suffered serious complications. Fedor Uglov warned of the danger of silent hypertension, emphasizing that not feeling pain does not mean being healthy. According to him, regular monitoring of blood pressure and control of risk factors are essential to prevent fatal diseases. How high blood pressure affects the heart, kidneys, and brain without giving any signs. High blood pressure means that blood is circulating more forcefully than normal in the arteries, which can cause progressive damage to vital organs. Overloaded heart. The extra effort to pump blood can lead to heart failure and arrhythmias, as well as increasing the risk of heart attacks, damaged kidneys. Hypertension can compromise the blood vessels in the kidneys, impairing their function of filtering impurities from the blood and leading to kidney failure. Risk of stroke. Increased pressure can weaken the blood vessels in the brain, causing a hemorrhagic or ischemic stroke. As symptoms usually only appear when organs are already damaged, the only way to detect hypertension early is through regular blood pressure measurement. Natural methods to control hypertension without relying solely on medication. Although many doctors prescribe medication to control blood pressure, healthy habits can reduce the need for medication and even normalize pressure naturally. Reducing salt intake. Excess sodium causes fluid retention, increasing blood pressure. Replacing salt with herbs and natural spices helps reduce this impact. Balanced diet. Diets rich in vegetables, fruit, nuts, whole grains, and lean proteins help control blood pressure. Consumption of potassium, found in bananas, avocados, and leafy greens, also helps regulate pressure. Moderate physical exercise. Reducing alcohol and caffeine consumption. These substances can temporarily increase blood pressure and should be consumed in moderation. Stress control. Stress stimulates the release of hormones, such as cortisol, which can raise blood pressure. Deep breathing techniques. Meditation and relaxing activities are essential for maintaining emotional balance and reducing hypertension. What Uglov said about controlling stress and body weight. Fedor Uglov believed that controlling hypertension depended on a disciplined and balanced lifestyle. He claimed that emotional stress and excess weight are two of the biggest villains of blood pressure, and that both can be combated with healthy habits. An elderly woman had always had slightly elevated blood pressure, but had never paid much attention to the problem as she didn't feel any symptoms. After a visit to the doctor, she discovered that her pressure was above the limit considered safe, and that if it continued, she was at risk of a stroke or heart attack. Instead of taking medication straight away, she decided to make lifestyle changes. She followed her doctor's recommendations, reduced her consumption of salt and ultra-processed foods, replacing them with natural foods. She started walking every day for at least 30 minutes, adopted breathing and relaxation techniques to reduce stress. She gradually lost weight with a balanced diet. After a few months, when she went back to the doctor, her blood pressure had normalized. She managed to avoid the continuous use of medication and significantly reduced her risk of cardiovascular complications. This experience reinforces that hypertension can be controlled with healthy habits, and that prevention is always better than treating the consequences of a silent disease. The danger of excessive medication consumption in old age. The indiscriminate use of medication is a growing problem among the elderly. They often take several drugs at the same time, without fully understanding the effects these substances can have on the body. This excess can lead to overlapping side effects, dangerous interactions, and even poisoning, further compromising health. Fedor Uglov warned of the risk of polypharmacy, i.e. the excessive use of medicines without any real need. He argued that the focus of medicine should be prevention, not just prescribing drugs to treat symptoms. According to him, many conditions could be avoided or controlled through proper nutrition, physical exercise, and a healthy lifestyle, reducing dependence on chemical substances. How the overuse of medicines affects the liver, kidneys, and heart. Liver. The liver is responsible for processing and eliminating chemical substances from the body. When there is an excess of medication, this organ can become overloaded, increasing the risk of liver disease and poisoning. Kidneys. The kidneys filter and eliminate drug residues, Continuous use of anti-inflammatories, diuretics, and antibiotics can lead to kidney failure, making it difficult to eliminate toxins from the body. Heart. Some medicines, especially those for blood pressure and cholesterol, can have adverse effects when combined with other substances. In addition, certain drugs can alter the heartbeat and blood circulation. The problem is exacerbated when older people take medicines without proper advice, or mix prescribed medicines with supplements and natural formulas without knowing the risks. Fedor Uglov argued that the human body has a natural ability to regenerate itself, as long as it is treated with respect and care. He believed that many health problems could be solved without the excessive use of medication, just by making lifestyle changes. He recommended that the elderly not accept any prescription without questioning its real necessity. He encouraged the search for natural alternatives whenever possible and warned of the danger of using medicines only to relieve symptoms without treating the cause of the problem. How to avoid kidney problems and look after kidney health. The kidneys play an essential role in the body's health, being responsible for filtering impurities from the blood, eliminating toxins, and balancing water and mineral levels in the body. However, many people neglect their kidney health until the first signs of problems appear, and when they do, the damage is often already advanced. Fedor Uglov emphasized that kidney health is directly linked to daily habits, and that problems such as kidney failure could be prevented with a balanced diet, adequate hydration, and blood pressure control. According to him, many kidney diseases develop silently over the years, and the best way to avoid them is by taking preventive care of the body. The impact of lack of hydration and excessive salt consumption on the kidneys. The kidneys need water to function properly, as it is through urine that toxins are eliminated. Lack of hydration overloads these organs, making it difficult to eliminate waste and increasing the risk of kidney stones forming. Low water intake. When the body doesn't receive enough water, impurities are concentrated in the kidneys, favoring inflammation and kidney problems. Excess salt and sodium. Excess consumption of salty foods increases fluid retention and raises blood pressure, damaging the kidneys and increasing the risk of kidney failure. Abuse of medication, anti-inflammatory drugs and other medicines, used continuously, can overload the kidneys when consumed without medical supervision, as they require a high level of filtering to be eliminated from the body. To keep the kidneys healthy, it is essential to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day, depending on your weight, and avoid excessive consumption of salt and industrialized products. For him, the best medical approach was not to treat diseases after they appeared, but to prevent them before they became serious. If this video made sense to you, don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Take care, and see you in the next video.